Hiya, Sydney. Welcome back to the final chapter of Scream, the only one that Sydney isn't actually in. So why am I saying hello, Sydney? Good question. Hiya, Tara. Hiya, Carpenter. Thinking about me? Baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Switch it up like Nintendo. Thinking about me? Baby, I know. Isn't that sweet? I guess so. Sorry, I made that joke whilst watching the movie as well, so I had to make it here. But what's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at the final movie in the Scream franchise, which is out at the time of making this video. I'll be making a video on Scream 7 when that comes out, but today is the final of our Screamathon. We are taking a look at all the Scream movies, and this is the final one. This is number 6. This came out in 2023. It's a horror mystery. Came out 1 year after the 5th one. So we're back to pumping these out year after year. Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting one in the big old 2024 or 2025. So it'll be another 2-3 years before we get another one. But this is a horror mystery, 2 hours, 2 minutes, and has a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. We watched on Netflix, Google Play, YouTube, and I do believe Amazon as well. And how the story goes for these characters is Jenna Ortega has moved to college. She's in college, and the guy from Spider-Man is here, and him and his roommate want to be the new Ghostface killer because they want to experience it. They want to kill people, and they kill their science teacher, which is another famous actress who was in Ready or Not, which I thought was really cool. And he's like, oh, I had to go try it out. I had to go test it out to see if it would work, and doing it is just so fun. When I was stabbing her every time I put the knife in her, she felt like such an animal, just a piece of meat. And then he got killed by the Ghostface, and so did his roommate, because it's like, fuck you, why are you pretending to be me? Bitch, I'm the Ghostface. And I loved this movie because Ghostface was so much more active and so much more talkative. I loved how much more talkative he was in this one, with the screw the movies, who gives a shit about the movies, and like his one-liners were so much better in this one. And again, he had much more of a presence. He had a presence in the other one, like I mentioned in one of my other Scream videos, where unlike Michael and Freddy, who don't talk and just follow, as well as Leatherface, they just stalk their prey and follow them, which is quite eerie with the ominous silence. He talks to them. He gives like a voice and a presence to himself, which makes him even more eerie because it gives him that intelligence, that like communication, where he knows what they're thinking and can see them, and it builds tension that way, which I think is really good. And again, if he's like a little bit cocky, a little bit sarcastic, a little bit arrogant, it just adds to like his aura as well, which I do quite enjoy. Not gonna lie, I thought he was a very good character this time around, but I did get sidetracked, so we're gonna hop straight back to the story with Jenna going to a party, her sister not being happy about it, her going to therapy, and a therapist being like, ew, yeah, no, I can't deal with this. You thought it was okay to kill that guy because it felt good. Nope, I'm informing the police. They then have a murder come, and her ID is at the scene of the crime, so she gets called in for questioning. Her then therapist then gets murdered, which is her alibi, and then Ghostface is back, hunting them down. The core 4 are back with some new additions of a girlfriend, a boyfriend from across the hall, and also a random roommate and another random roommate. So they all decide, to stay safe, stay together, stay close, and one Ghostface breaks into their house and kills the ginger girl, which is one of the roommates. They then get stabbed. The other girlfriend gets stabbed, and the boyfriend sticks out a ladder so they can all come across. Jenna and Chad manage to run out of the building, leaving the twin, the sister, and the girlfriend in the room. The girlfriend unfortunately falls off the ladder and going over the room to room, and ends up falling and dying, hitting her head off a bin, and the bodies get taken away. The dad policeman comes in crying. He's taken off the mission, but agrees to help find the Ghostface guy with all the ghostly equipment. FBI agent comes in, and guess who it is? Yes, that's right, the girl from Scream 4, who the blonde one, who has dealt with this before. She has been with the FBI, and now she has joined the group. And they have a plan to try and lead Ghostface out after Ghostface actually attacks Gale Weathers, who they disregard help from this entire movie, and it's the only movie where they completely disregard her help throughout the entire movie. She almost dies, but she manages to survive because she gets put in hospital. They all decide to go to the Scream Museum
for a second time to basically lure Ghostface there, and they get split up on the train, and the twin gets stabbed, almost murdered, but survives by the end. And then the others get to the place. They leave the boyfriend outside because they can't trust, like, love interests. They get inside. The policeman's like, hey, don't trust that girl from Scream 4. She was, like, fired from the FBI. Holy shit, she's unstable. Then 3 Ghostface fucking jump out of the fucking blue and start attacking them. Chad takes it like a fucking champ. Chad gets fucking stabbed like loads of times in the chest. They unmask themselves to be the twink, the ginger girl, and the dad. Holy shit, full family. They were Huey from the boys' family, and Jenna and her sister then put on the, like, Ghostface suits and fucking start attacking them back, which is really fucking cool. They all have that badass moments. Chad survives, somehow. I don't have a fucking clue how. He's an absolute fucking legend, though, for surviving. His twin survives, and the Core 4 lives to see the next movie. But unfortunately, the leaks say that Matthew Lillard is back for Stu, but Jenna Ortega and her sister are not returning for those characters, which I think is quite unfortunate. But this movie was so close to being good. Like, I really enjoyed this movie. I liked the new characters. I liked how Ghostface was more of a presence. And I actually got the twink. I said the twink was Ghostface from the fucking get-go. I fucking knew it was him, and I fucking put money on it was him. I was so adamant that it was him. I did also think in my head that it was the dad, but that was a wild card guess, so I didn't really want to say it out loud. So I have no proof. I have no one to back me up on this information, but I was adamant on the twink. I'm glad that the girl from Scream 4 returned. I thought that was a nice callback, and again, I hope that she does come back for the next one, because she did tell these 2 girls, you know, again, call me if you need me, but these 2 girls aren't going to be in the new one. Is Sydney going to be in the new one? I don't know. Sydney didn't come back for this one, because obviously, I'm not sure why, but she just wanted to get a family out of the situation, which is fair enough. She's been in the other 6 attacks, so that's fair that you finally just want to get out and leave it all alone and leave it in the past. Jenna felt like a little brat, I'm going to be honest, this entire movie. She was like, oh, if I want to date a shitty guy, I can. No, that's self-sabotage and self-harm. You're doing that. You know, you can psychoanalyze that 100%. She went through a traumatic experience, and she's doing that for a reason. Like, she is self-harming in that way. That is a form of self-harm, and she was going to go through with it, and her friends had her back, and her friends are goats. Even if she was, like, angry at them for doing it, they're goats. I don't give a fuck. It may be her choice to do that, but she still shouldn't do that. Like, her mates are goats, and they're actual mates, and they actually care about her. That is fucking legendary. They're all very good people. I like the Core 4. The Core 4 are great. Chad was so funny in this movie. He had me giggling. He had me saying Core 4. They're called Core 4, whether they like it or fucking not. And I made him in Lego as well, so if you want to go check out my Lego customs from Scream, they should be on the channel right now for you to go check out and enjoy. Ghostface's mask as well was really cool. I liked how it was rotted a little bit, and how he was leaving clues of the older ones. Again, coming full circle, linking it back to the original like we did in the previous one, with the, like, everyone being descendants or kids of the original cast. However, it did feel like the meta commentary was a little, like, brought back, which I do appreciate, not gonna lie. I think drawing back on the, the meta commentary was quite good. Ghostface using a shotgun and being more bold and attacking in daylight again added to his presence, made him more threatening and more menacing. Because there was 3 of them, he could show up in more places and could do better stunts, and again, just was so much more confident and had so much more aura. It was just so fucking cool. Like, he was so ballsy in this one. Like, I know there's 3 of them, but, like, I'm referring to just the Ghostface-esque character. They are all Ghostface. All of them are the Ghostface. So again, they all had that aura to them, which, like, made it so fucking cool and just so menacing. And I loved it. And the fake out Ghostface at the start really disappointed me when I first saw it, because I didn't want to have it revealed to me like that. That would have been so upsetting if they decided to keep this as the actual Ghostface, because I thought that was like the first death, but no, it led into the Ghostface dying and actually showing himself to be the real one. It just felt a little underwhelming, if that's how they decided to, like, oh, we're going to tell you who Ghostface is, but you're going to have to, like, watch the characters struggle to figure it out. I would have hated that if they did that, because again, I do enjoy the guessing game of it. I like to guess and to pick out who it was. It's fun, it's interactive, it just gets you thinking and just keeps you on the edge all the time, because again, like I say, they put red herrings in there, they put fake outs, they killed the ginger girl, but she survived and came back as one of the killers, and they haven't actually done that, I don't believe, since the third movie. I believe he had a fake out death as well in the third movie, so that is also really fucking cool that they are, again, going back to the originals, linking it back and like taking inspiration from the other killers to, you know, do this and to take part in it, and it's really fucking cool. Again, 2 people fighting 3 people I thought was a little bit of a intense final battle, but it went really hard, and I liked how she put on the outfit as well to fuck with them, because again, she's a kid of Billy Loomis, it's in her blood to do this, and it was just badass. I was rooting for her. I wanted her to put it on, and I wanted it to fuck with them because they were like fucking with her, killing her mates and attacking her friends. And again, I know Chad is a fucking pincushion. I hope he's alive. I hope he's okay. Like, dog had like fucking, he's been stabbed shitless in the first one. He was stabbed shitless in the second movie that he was in. Bro is literally just a punching bag for the ghost face. He's like a pincushion at the moment, and as well as his sister as well getting stabbed again. I don't know how many more times I can get stabbed, countless times, without like being fully put off, but I really enjoyed this one. I think it is one of the best ones in the franchise. I thought this one was really fucking cool. I might be biased because of recency, and I might also be biased because it is one of the only ones where I managed to guess the correct ghost face, but I really enjoyed this one. Like, they were traveling through New York City. Again, it's a new location. I just kind of wish they killed off Gale. It would have been nicer if they did, instead of bringing her back again, because I don't know if I can take a fake out of Gale again, because like they killed Dewey off in the last one, so it would have been nice if they followed that and like took another one of the big heavy hitters out, because it would have had more emotional weight to it, and I just thought that would have been cooler. This one's a straight 10 out of 10, actually 9. I'm taking it down to a 9 out of 10, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.